Struggling to save money on a low income? Or maybe you're not sure where your money is going. Listen, I've been there. You work hard for your money, and it's time to take control of it instead of letting it control you. Discover proven strategies to boost your savings and achieve your financial goals, no matter how much you earn. We're talking about taking charge of your financial future, and that starts right here, right now. In this video, we'll cover 6 practical steps to help you take control of your own money and save it. Plus, stay tuned for a bonus tip that can help you stay on track. You can do this. Let's get started. The first step to getting control of your money is to know where it's going. I want you to think about it like this. If you don't know where your money is going, how can you possibly tell it what to do? You can't manage what you don't track. We're going to get laser focused and track every single dollar you spend for a month. Yes, I said every dollar. Write it down, use an app, or keep your receipts. Whatever works for you. Just promise me you'll actually do it. Now, while you're tracking, don't beat yourself up about where your money has been going. We're not looking for perfection here. We're looking for progress. The goal is to simply become aware of your spending habits. Once you see where your money is going, I want you to identify areas where you can cut back. Even small, seemingly insignificant expenses can add up over time. Remember that latte you buy every morning on your way to work? That's $5 a day, $25 a week, over $100 a month. And that's just one latte. Imagine how much you could save if you made coffee at home instead. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Jen, I'm already on a tight budget. There's nothing to cut, but trust me, there's always something. All right, folks, it's time to talk about cutting expenses. I know this can be a tough one, but it's absolutely essential if you want to win with money. Remember, we're not just trying to survive, we're trying to thrive. Now, I'm not saying you have to live like a pauper and deprive yourself of all the things you enjoy. But I am saying you need to be mindful of your spending and make sure every dollar you spend is aligned with your values and your goals. Start by identifying your needs versus your wants. Needs are things you absolutely can't live without, like food, shelter, and basic clothing. Wants are everything else, the things that make life more enjoyable, but aren't essential for survival. Once you've got a handle on your needs and wants, take a hard look at your wants and see where you can cut back. Can you downgrade your cable package? Do you really need to eat out 3 times a week? Could you shop around for a better deal on your car insurance? I'm telling you, folks, there are always ways to save money if you're willing to get creative and be a little bit uncomfortable. And the best part is, once you start cutting expenses and seeing those savings add up, it becomes addicting. By cutting back on unnecessary expenses, you're freeing up more cash flow to reach your financial goals faster. We've talked about tracking your expenses and cutting back, but let's face it, there's only so much you can cut. That's why it's important to focus on the other side of the equation, increasing your income. Now, I'm not just talking about getting a raise, although that's certainly a great option if it's available to you. I'm talking about exploring all your options for bringing in more money. One of the best ways to increase your income is to start a side hustle. And the great thing is, there are endless possibilities when it comes to side hustles. You can turn your hobbies into income, offer your skills as a freelancer, or even start a small business. Think about your skills and talents. What are you good at? What do people always ask for your help with? Can you turn that into a side hustle? Maybe you're a great writer and can offer freelance writing services. Or maybe you're a whiz at social media and can help businesses manage their online presence. Or maybe you're a natural-born organizer and can help people declutter their homes. The key is to find something you enjoy and that you're good at, and then find a way to monetize it. With a little bit of effort and creativity, you can turn your side hustle into a significant source of income. And the best part is, the more money you make, the more options you have. If you love your current job and you are also good at it, try to ask for a raise. You have nothing to lose and some extra money to gain. All right, folks, let's talk about automation. No, I'm not talking about self-driving cars. I'm talking about automating your savings. This is one of the simplest yet most powerful things you can do to reach your financial goals faster. Here's the deal. Most of us are creatures of habit. We tend to spend what's in our checking accounts. So if you're waiting until the end of the month to see how much money you have left over to save, chances are you're not going to save much. That's where automation comes in. By setting up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings account, you're essentially paying yourself first. The money comes out of your account before you have a chance to spend it, so you don't even miss it. Think of it like this. your savings should be a non-negotiable expense, just like your rent or your car payment. You wouldn't dream of skipping out on those payments, would you? So why treat your savings any differently? Start small if you need to. Even $10 or $20 a week adds up over time. The key is to make it a habit. Once you get used to living on a little bit less, you can gradually increase the amount you're saving. And here's a bonus tip. Set up your automatic transfers to coincide with your paydays. That way, you're saving money before you even have a chance to miss it. We've talked about tracking your money, cutting expenses, boosting your income, and automating your savings. Now, it's time to talk about the most important factor of all, self-control. Look, I can give you all the financial advice in the world, but if you don't have the self-control to stick to your budget and resist the temptation to overspend, you're not going to win with money. Self-control is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So, how do you build self-control when it comes to your finances? First, you need to identify your spending triggers. What are the things that tempt you to overspend? Is it online shopping, eating out, going to the mall? Once you know your triggers, you can start to avoid them. If online shopping is your weakness, unsubscribe from all those tempting email lists and unfollow those influencers who make you want to buy things you don't need. Another key to self-control is to have a plan. Before you go shopping, make a list of what you need and stick to it. Don't be afraid to walk away from a purchase if it's not in your budget. Remember, it's not about deprivation, it's about making conscious choices with your money. And the more you practice self-control, the easier it will become. Now, I know what you're thinking, Jen. This all sounds great, but what about having fun? Don't I get to enjoy life a little bit? Of course you do. But here's the thing. Fun doesn't have to equal expensive. There are plenty of ways to enjoy life without breaking the bank. In fact, some of the best things in life are free. Think about it. Spending time with loved ones, enjoying nature, reading a good book, learning a new skill. These are all things that can bring joy and fulfillment without costing a dime. So instead of defaulting to expensive forms of entertainment, get creative and explore some free or low-cost options. Have a picnic in the park instead of going out to dinner. Visit a museum on a free admission day. Host a game night at home instead of going to the movies. And here's a bonus tip. Volunteer your time to a cause you care about. Not only will you be giving back to your community, but you'll also meet new people and gain valuable experience. Remember, it's all about being intentional with your time and your money. By choosing free or low-cost activities, you're freeing up more resources to pursue your passions and reach your financial goals. Here's one last piece of advice as promised. From the start, set a time frame. It could be 3 months or a year. That depends on you. Just make sure to review your progress regularly. I recommend once a week. That way, you'll have your numbers and progress in mind. Next time you're being tempted, you'll develop more control, and when you control the impulse 2 or 3 times, I promise it will get a lot easier later. Saving money on a low income is challenging but entirely possible with the right strategies. Start today, stay consistent, and watch your savings grow over time. If by the end of the time you have set you found it easy, don't be afraid to challenge yourself for more. I know you can do this. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about making progress. Every step you take towards financial freedom is a step in the right direction. Keep learning, keep growing, and never give up on your dreams. If you found these steps helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more financial advice. Let us know in the comments which tip you'll be trying first. And hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos on personal finance and saving strategies.